Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Why in such a good mood? Because I start my videos with hello, my friends. And instead of saying hello, I said hello. All right, so let's start with this. It finally happened. Didn't we know this? Marine Le Pen will go to jail for 4 years. She was convicted to 4 years in jail for embezzlement and other things. I will show you how the system works. And once you know how the system works, you know who's next. I have a list of about 6 people who were banned from running, or they attempted to ban them. They succeeded on all of them but one, which is Donald Trump. I will show you how the system bans candidates that the system doesn't like. So let's read about Marine Le Pen, who was banned. I said this many times. They will ban the competition. Same as the Americans. The Americans, they like capitalism, we're told, but if they can't compete in Europe with the Russian cheap gas, they will impose sanctions, and they will make the baboons in Europe to impose sanctions on themselves. Therefore, they're banned from competing on the European market. Therefore, we come with our garbage liquefied natural gas, 3 to 4 times premium price, and that's how we like capitalism so much. Right, let's go to this article. I have 2 of them related to this issue. France Le Pen sentenced to 4 years in jail, 31st of March. The veteran politician has also been barred, that's the whole point, from running for public office for 5 years over embezzlement charges. There she is. Now, we are for truth and justice, aren't we? Well, if it's so, I want to see George W. Bush. I want to see Sir Tony Blair. I want to see Bill Clinton. I want to see Barack Obama. I want to see Biden. I want to see all these guys put in front of some tribunals for their crimes, invading sovereign countries. Do I need to go back to bombing Yugoslavia, invading Iraq, Afghanistan, then bombarding and destroying Libya, then attacking Syria? Where we have troops in Syria, they have been having the troops in Syria for about 10 years or so. So when you're going to have all these baboons and Ukraine war to attach it to Biden? So when we're going to have all these guys charged and convicted in a court of law, then you tell me about the embezzlement of her. You can say, well, 2 wrongs don't make a right. No, let's start chronologically. Oh, everybody that I mentioned here is still alive. Go and grab them. Clinton is alive. George W. Bush is alive. Obama is alive. Biden, I don't know. All right, so move on. Let's see what's going on here. A Paris court has sentenced French right-wing politician. That's the word. Far right. Politician Marine Le Pen to a 4-year jail term, half of which is without parole. So 2 years, she can't get out. In a case involving embezzlement of EU funds for her National Rally Party. Now, Le Pen has also been barred from running for president in 2027. Hurrah! Democracy, French style. European, so-called French style. Next one. Far-right leader Marine Le Pen banned from 2027 presidential race, throwing French politics in disarray. No, nothing will happen. Nothing. So, a Paris court also handed Le Pen, who was the front-runner for the next election, a 4-year prison sentence with 2 years suspended to be served under house arrest and a 100,000 euros, $108,000 fine. Le Pen will file an appeal, her lawyer said. All right. I wanted to pay attention to this. There's a question. Why only the other side of the system is charged and convicted and banned? Why? The people that I will mention here are all either, let's put them to the right. How come all these guys commit crimes and they're banned? And all of them could be the next people supposedly in charge of certain big countries. But the other side, never, man, never. They don't commit any crimes, nothing. And when they commit a crime, they hang themselves in a penitentiary, high security penitentiary in New York. Like Mr. What's his name? The Clintons are still around, the Obamas are still around, his Cheney still around, Rumsfeld died, his daughter is still over there of Cheney, they're still around. Nothing happened to those guys. But nobody say, Emil, Cheney was the right guy. Nothing. Where now, they are coming out of the woods saying, you know what, right here. But that's in the name of protecting democracy. You can't pick that product. Only this product they will put in front of you. So that's democracy? Yeah, that's democracy. Now let me show you something else. Here. Le Pen arrested. I put an even, doesn't really matter. Oops, hide my garbage right there. All right, far-right leader, right? Marine Le Pen barred from French barred, presidential, barred. Okay, there she is. And I'm going to show you a few of my videos where these guys in Europe, where I discussed a long time ago how they got barred. You see this? The Wilder victory? Mr. Geert Wilder in the Netherlands, the far right, scares the EU political world. Why? Because he was again on the right, far right, and they allowed him eventually to run, but then he couldn't find a government. He couldn't put together a government. So then Geert Wilder has no position in the government, even though his party won the most votes in the Netherlands. So they eliminated him by telling the other guys, you do not form a government with this guy. And the other guy says, sure, of course, everything for you. And they form a government, but he's not in any, he has no position. Next one. All right, right here. Legal Watergate. AfD, Alternative for Deutschland party, is legally spied by German secret police, BFV. German Scholz condemns alleged plot. Germany will ban political parties. 300,000 supporters of Western values protest against AfD. I told you, Germany debates if to ban AfD. So this is Germany, okay? I have to go further so I can show you more what these guys did with Alternative for Deutschland, because we have a lot of guys. Let's start with this guy right here. You know this guy? Which was greatly placed over there, centered, but hey, that's what happens. So this is Imran Khan. I will give you a list of the guys who did not fit in the owners of the planet's narrative. Imran Khan was the Prime Minister of Pakistan. So I have Imran Khan, I have Donald Trump. He was not convicted, but he signed some papers, okay? So Imran Khan of Pakistan, Prime Minister, he was out. Vote of no confidence, out of the office, and he's banned from running for, 5 years as well. Then we got Donald Trump, almost narrowly got in prison, but you know what they did? They said, this was just an example. We just got you, right? Just a test for you. Sign these papers, we're going to allow you to go over there, and we're going to calm down the baboons in the countries. That's all. They think that allowing Trump to become the president, they just calm down the baboons who were like, my God, what are we going to do over here? Oh, democracy works. See, your boy got elected, but your boy is not your boy, actually. Then after Donald Trump, we're going to go to Călin Georgescu in Romania. We're going to go to Diana Șoșoacă in Romania. Alternative for Deutschland, obviously. Le Pen. And let me show you all these guys, right? So already we got Imran Khan. And again, look at these guys. Move to the side already. Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan. Right there. He was, they tried to assassinate him and all that. Next one. Aww. That's the guy. They tried to take care of him. But let's go to Imran Khan. What happened to Imran Khan? Imran Khan, when the Russians invaded unprovoked Ukraine, he went and talked to Putin for some energy deals. And he said, you know what, we're going to continue to make, like India. We're going to continue to make some deals with Russia and screw you guys. That's your garbage over there. And because India is not Pakistan. Why? Pakistan is owned by the United States of America with CIA, with money. If you look at the biggest countries who get the most money from the United States of America, aid, Israel, Egypt, and Pakistan. These are the three. Or if you got the five, they are in the first five. They just move a little bit over there, but they are neck and neck, all these guys. Now look at Pakistan's population, look at Israel's population if you want, and look at Egypt's population. Nevertheless, so he went to Putin. When he came back, immediately the guys were activated and they say, you know what, vote of no confidence. He was out of the office in a second. And again, he didn't declare some jewelries he's got when he was a prime minister. Oh my God, that's a lot of corruption. But the military in Pakistan is not corrupted. You know why? Because it cooperates with the Pentagon. All right. When these guys strike with drones, CIA, inside of Afghanistan, the drones take off from Pakistan. American drones from one state go to another state, bomb over there, they hit the terrorists, and then we are good. So just so you know who's who, what's what over there, okay? So he was out. Assassinations were attempted on him. He survived. Eventually they put him in prison. I think he's in house arrest, and he's banned. They reached their goal. Now this guy right here, these guys right here, they were after him for 8 years. Why 8 years? 4 years during his presidential, when he was the president, and 4 years while he was saying that, oh, I'm going to run again. And they tried to jail him. And what happened? I think he was allowed back in the wild, supposedly, to be our candidate, to show that the system works, you know, but he's not the same guy. He's not the same guy he was 4 years ago, 8 years ago. No, whatsoever. He's going to do the bidding of the real guys in that location on the planet, and he's going to work for I don't think he's going to work for us. Maybe he is, but hey, I'm still waiting for that evidence. Yes, it's true, he got rid of DAI and all this garbage. It's true, he put back the monuments that were taken illegally because, you know, they were racist, blah, 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 and all that. Yeah, that's true. He's our boy, but these things are right here, and other things like war is right there. Iran, he's going to attack Iran. In the name of whom? Protecting us. So that's another example. Go to the third one. This is Diana Șoșoacă, a Romanian far right again. She was again barred from running to the Romanian so-called elections in May, I think it is. She's out. Why? Well, she said something and we disagree with that, and I think she likes Putin too much. Therefore, that's a sin in the free speech of Europe. Next one. Călin Georgescu. You see, I picked only good pictures for some and funny pictures for others. So Călin Georgescu, he is barred. Why? He's a far-right guy with Garda de Fier, Iron Guard and all that. Why? He would win. He would win. And we got these guys right here. Alternative für Deutschland. Again, in some areas in Germany, they are barred from running, if I remember correctly. Only in most of Germany they are allowed to run, but then they are spied on legally by the German, what the hell was that video I made? Where is that? Legally spied, right here. They're spied because, right here. Where is it? So, come back, baby doll. Legal Watergate. AfD party is legally spied by German secret police, BFV. Why? Because they determined, some judges determined, that they are extremists. And if they're extremists, they legally infiltrate you. They listen to you, emails, read everything. But that's democracy. That's democracy. And now Marine Le Pen. I said Marine Le Pen will be banned. One of my videos over there, I said Marine Le Pen will be banned. Why? I know how they work. And it's very interesting. Only the guys on the right are banned. Never one on the left. Or as I say never, I'm exaggerating. You tell me how many people in the left were banned. You tell me. Or these guys on the right banned. Why? Because they're criminals. They have a criminal mind, don't you think? I think that's the message they want to send. And why? Because they fight certain system, and the system tells you exactly who has to win. So you understand the system goes in the direction of the opposite of the guys that are barred. So when you hear Imran Khan, you connect him with Putin. You got Trump, whatever. You got then, what's his name, Șoșoacă. Then you got Georgescu. Then you got Alternative for Germany. And you got Le Pen. All these guys are here. That means the system is here. So whomever you're gonna find out being promoted on the left, oh, he's the good candidate, that means he's the system's boy. System's boy. That's what it is. If tomorrow I'm a candidate in Romania, they will say I'm a pro-Putin or something, or I said something that offended something. In Romania, if I come back over there, I'm not gonna come back to run for presidency, because this is what the system does. You come to Romania on a tank. That's how you come. Come in on a tank, and then you give democracy after you make sure you brought the right culture in that culture, in that country. Well, everybody goes and vote. They're gonna go outside, a few 100,000 people for Le Pen. They're gonna demonstrate. Macron is gonna drink his cocaine milk, and that's it. And in a few days, it's gonna be gone. Everything's gonna be gone. So you understand, the people who are in charge are on one side. They are the system's boys. It's clear. Anyway, my friends, here it is. Marine Le Pen is out. No surprise here. No surprise here. And she's a white, blonde European. So, obviously, she needs to be a little bit all that kosher accepted, you know what I mean? Stamped, you're good to go. Maybe you have a few family members who are Kushners or something. My God, it's just, it's horrible. It's horrible. But this is democracy. It's just as I said, I have a few stages of how I combine a jerk with how they want to appear. Like Trump. Trump is a jerk that says he's a jerk. He doesn't pretend saying, I'm a fantastic guy. Maybe he says that, you know, from time to time. But you know what he says, he doesn't pretend that he's right there. Versus others, like the American in general, the policy of the United States of America is, we're going to fuck you up, all of you, we threaten you, like Trump, but hey, we are exceptional. We bring democracy, we spread democracy, we defend the human rights, the women's right, the transgender right, women. We are for that. We are good people, but actually we are assholes. I hate that the most. That's at the top of my, you know. The other one is, you know, I am an asshole. But, you know, from time to time I say that I'm actually, you know, not an asshole. I mean, I'm an asshole, but I show I am an asshole. What I do. I do, asshole, but I'm a fantastic guy. Then asshole, and a little bit of, yeah, I agree I'm an asshole. And the guy who's really an asshole and says, yeah, man, that's what I am. I'm an asshole. Sit down, I'm going to fuck you up right now. I'm a bad dude. These are the levels. But I hate the hypocrites. So here we have, again, if you know how the system works, you know who's going to be barred next. Why? The ideology. So what is the ideology? Is it nationalism? If you go to nationalism and patriotism, then you find out who the enemies of those are. People who are outsiders. Because they will be immediately pinpointed and say, oh, you don't belong here. Why do you say that? Why do you incite that? Why do you incite self-hatred? And all that, guilt and so on. So they don't want patriotism to be spread. Why? Patriotism, love you, because you're going to realize, when I'm not talking about the United States of America. I'm talking about in general. It's nation states, tribes. The United States of America was formed by a certain kind of group, if you look at it. And not the immigrants, the settlers. The settlers made the United States of America, not the immigrants. We just came here and we were allowed to come here. But we're not the settlers, we're immigrants. The guys who founded this were settlers, and they were clearly speaking one language and were part of a certain kind of group. And no, now we're all together here. Bring every ba. So patriotism, nationalism are two things that are poison for these aliens who want to destroy us from within. They poison our culture, our traditions, our history, our people. I'm not talking about poison, our people. By how? By calling him Antonescu, bad guy, obviously, right? United States of America, Andrew Jackson, bad guy, the Trail of Tears. Oh my God, okay. Who else? Whenever you have a guy like that, he's a bad guy right there. I have my own position on the Trail of Tears, and I can't say it on YouTube. Maybe I'm going to go on Rumble and tell you what I really think about the Trail of Tears of Andrew Jackson. By the way, Andrew Jackson is my favorite US president. Probably the only one, but nevertheless. So, system, right people, the wrong people can't compete. Why? We gotta win. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.